We're going to get a little personal. I want to share a bit about why I do the forgiveness work and how it has changed my life and how it can change yours. Because forgiveness really, it's about coming home. It's about coming home to you, to here. And I spent most of my life not wanting to be here. I've spent most of my life in depression and anxiety, so much so that I drank heavily for a long time. I'm now sober 15 years. I ate, to cover up my feelings. And I went from relationship to relationship so that I didn't have to be alone to know who is in here, because there was so much trauma and feelings that I didn't know what to do with, that I tried to cover them up. And as I learned throughout my life, you can't cover them up for long, because they come to the surface no matter what we try to do, no matter how well we think we're hiding. It doesn't work. And I'm glad it doesn't work, because what happens is when we don't face our fears, when we don't look at the dark side, it's going to come up and find us. And the other part of that is the shame that goes along with that. Shame doesn't like the light. So when I shine the light on the things that I was shameful about, the decisions that I made, the choices that I did, the driving drunk, with my kids, the choices in men, doing the things that I did, not proud of, but today I can look at them and I don't hold the shame that I had then. And that's huge. That's huge, because so many women that I work with are holding so much shame. And I get it. And also within that, the depression and anxiety for me was a huge part of that, was holding those emotions down deep inside. And once I started doing the forgiveness work, it really released it. It was amazing. The medication that I was taking to try to help with the depression, I didn't need anymore. And that I didn't find myself emotionally eating. And I, for once in my life, didn't have to go relationship to find my value and my worth. And it's a beautiful experience today to be able to show up as who I am, and be in this relationship with my husband today as who I am. And, it's a lifelong process. One beautiful woman told me once, and I had to go, what do you mean by that? A lifelong process? And she said, yeah, till death. So I thought, well, okay, that gives me some time then. But what I want you to do is feel the joy in life. I want you to not have to just live day to day. I don't want you to have to try to hide those skeletons in your closet and be afraid to show up as who you are, because you don't know if somebody's going to love you anyway. That's our biggest fear. We're afraid to show who we are because somebody might reject us. And what happens is, if we don't face our fears, if we don't look at those shadow side, or that shadow side, it can show up in all sorts of diseases. It can show up in our bodies breaking down like mine did. My body started to break down, going into adrenal fatigue, having migraines, my hands going numb, needing a neck fusion and a back fusion, and then also having a brain tumor. And I'm fortunate that I am healthy and I'm here today. But I had to make the choice to be here. I had to make the choice to be here. And I know some of you out there get that, and some of you will not. But I made the choice to be here. And I'm grateful that I did. Because today I get to live a life that I'm happy to live. And that I get to help other people make that choice to be here. And we get to have choice. And we get to choose joy. Or not. But at least once we can clear away that baggage and that wreckage of the past, we don't have to look back with shame. We can look back with, hey, yeah, I did that. It got me where I am today. And be proud of that. Be proud of who we are today. And that's why I do the work that I do. It's a little bit of my story. And as we go forward, you're going to learn a little more. And I really want to know a little bit more about yours. So please comment below and let me know a little bit more about your story that can lead you to a forgiveness a life of forgiveness.